So, you want to be an entrepreneur but don't know where to begin? Welcome to the struggle every single entrepreneur who just started has had. So, I had the same issue. I became an entrepreneur about 2 years ago, and I just want to go over with you guys how you can start, how I did it, and what I think the best way is. And then at the end of the video, make sure you stay to see what I would have done differently and what I wish I knew at the beginning. Because if I knew this, I would be a lot farther than where I am now, but a little overview of what I've done. I started a couple different things I'll go over in the video, but I went from having $1,200 in my bank account to making over $1 million in 2 years, and I was 21 when I did that. 22 now. So let's go over how you start. So you know you don't want to work a 9 to 5. You know you want the freedom. Maybe you want the cars and the houses. For me, that's what it was originally, and then it became more wanting the freedom. I want a Lamborghini. I have one now, but that was the original goal. Now what we need to do is identify what are our goals from entrepreneurship. So we know we want freedom, so maybe whether that be money or time or both. So we need to make money, preferably a lot. I assume you guys want to make a lot of money. We want to have time to do what we want. We want to have the freedom to go where we want, when we want. So what will accomplish those goals? For me, it was passive income. Now, when I say that, a lot of people don't like it. They think, oh, so I make money doing nothing? No. Passive income is more, you do a good amount of work up front, and then it's kind of on autopilot, and you just manage it. So it's pretty much, I'm making money when I'm sleeping. If I'm on vacation not working, I'm still making money. Obviously, if it's a long extended period of time, like a couple months, I'll probably still have to work on it. I can't ignore it for that long because it does need managing. But if you go a week without it, it'll probably be fine still. So the way of accomplishing those goals for me was passive income. So there's a bunch of different ways to make passive income, and it came down to learning those ways and what do I learn from. So a lot of people try and pick up a ton of books because you've heard read books, blah, blah. There's so many good books, but there's so many bad books. There's so many where it's, oh, you got to get your mindset right and blah, 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 and that's all crap. Like, for me, I was like, all right, mindset's good, motivation's there. I don't need all that crap. That's a waste of time. Teach me how to actually do something to make money. So if you don't have the motivation to begin, it's not going to work out for you. Just stop watching the video now. But if you do want to continue further, I honestly read 1 or 2 books. They weren't helpful to me. I read more than that, actually. Probably read 4 or 5. They weren't helpful. Turned to YouTube videos, way more helpful. I understood it better. It wasted less time, and it's easier to click around and find what I needed. So I honestly would say don't really read books. Go straight to YouTube videos and learning. One big mistake I made, and a lot of other people I see make, is when you say you want to start entrepreneurship, you try and start thinking of new ideas or new businesses you can do. I assume a lot of you have done that. I did that. I was like, maybe I could go clean solar panels since solar panels are new and it would increase efficiency and blah, blah, blah. That's not passive income, first of all. That's a lot of work. I have to be there doing it. And if I outsourced, I'd have to hire a ton of people. So don't try and come up with new ideas and what I consider real businesses, because the entrepreneurs that are like me, we don't have real businesses. Technically they are, but it doesn't seem like it because it's more passive and it's more online and it's not that super complex. I have a warehouse and I hold inventory and I do this. Like, it's not any of that. It's not that complicated. It doesn't have to be that, I don't want to say it, but real. It doesn't have to be like a legit business to make good money. I don't consider any of mine that, and I'm making over $300,000 a month. So let's jump into more where you should learn, what you should learn, what kind of passive income. So there's tons of different ways of passive income and actually making money. Now, all of these, there's tons of people that make millions a year from all of these, so it's not whether something works. Because when I first started, I was like, oh, there's not that many opportunities. I don't know what makes money. And now, after seeing it and doing a lot of them, I see you can make millions doing all of these things. It's just figuring out how to do them correctly to get there. So it's not so much if there's an opportunity, it's which one to choose and which is the best time and the best for you. So for me, I originally started learning, watching YouTube videos, and I found something called Amazon FBA. Now that's the first thing I did. It's pretty much selling things online through Amazon. It's very passive. Like I said, work up front, and then once it's set and running, then it was like an hour a month for me. So there's that option, and I'll go over these a little bit more. I have more videos on my channel about these. So Amazon FBA is pretty much selling things on Amazon. It's not drop shipping, but it's called private labeling. Amazon fulfills everything for you. Another option is drop shipping through Shopify. You run Facebook ads, people buy it. Buy your products, and not automatically, you go in, buy it, ship it to them, and so on, and you keep making new products. There's affiliate marketing, one of my favorites. Now, I'm not going to go in detail on these. I have other videos on those if you guys do want to watch them. And there's a ton. Like I said, YouTube is the place to learn for me, and I think it's way better than books, in my opinion. I know some people disagree with me, but that's just what works for me and how I learn. So now that we have kind of the different things we know we can do, now there's a lot of other things you can do as well. Those are just the ones I've really touched into and know about that I really did. Like I said, there's so many opportunities. It's finding the best one for you. So for my example, I started Amazon FBA. I started learning. I was watching on YouTube. I felt like I understood it, but I felt like I was missing some. So I took an online course, which I think is a great way to learn, great investment. Spent $300 on a course, and it's paid for itself 100,000 times over. So it's definitely worth it. Now, I do have a course on this. I'm not saying buy mine or even do that. That might not be for you. But do your research, look around. Don't be afraid to spend money on a course, because you will make that money back if you do follow it and do it correctly. Now, you might fail to begin. That's normal. It does take time sometimes. It's not going to be super quick and get rich quick schemes. For me, I started 3 products. I broke even on almost all of them. Took 6 months to do that. Now, I started with $1,200. I had like $1,500 in my bank account. That was it. So I risked all that. Broke even 3 times. I was like, oh my God, this sucks. I don't know if this works, but there's other people doing it. It obviously works. It's just I wasn't doing it correctly. So then I started looking more, doing more research, figured out the right way, and boom, first month I did it correctly, $8,000 profit. Next month, $12,000. Next month, $20,000, and so on. And then I started looking into more income sources because I was like, this is awesome, I did this. So then I started learning affiliate marketing and whatnot. So we'll just end it on that for as far as Amazon and affiliate marketing, my story. But let's say you have no money, you don't know where to start. I would definitely say look into affiliate marketing. Now, that is just pretty much getting commission to sell things to other people online. So let's say you're watching my YouTube video. I say, hey, guys, go buy this book that I read. It helped me be an entrepreneur. You guys go buy it. I get a % of that commission. Now, you're saying, I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't have a bunch of followers. You don't need that. You can go. I have videos on this. Go look a couple videos ago. I think it's titled, like, Easiest Way to Make $100 a Day as a Broke Kid. And it shows you everything for affiliate marketing, but you don't need any money to begin that. You build that up, and then you look into the other opportunities that might take money because you can get good returns. But like I said, people making millions a year doing affiliate marketing, doing Amazon, doing drop shipping, so many different ways of doing it. And then once you start, get one thing down, and it's passive because it doesn't take too much time. It's just the upfront work, and then managing it. You can start a second stream of income, and a third, and a fourth. And now that's where I'm at. I have 7 different streams of income now. And like I said, bringing in close to $300,000 profit a month, which is insane for someone who's 22 and started this 2 years ago and learned it all online, starting with $1,200. So some of the things I wish I really did in the beginning when I was starting this, even though it would have been uncomfortable, is start a YouTube channel. Try and start building a following. I know what you're saying. I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't have anything to talk about. Why would people watch me? So when I started, well, look at all the people who are popular. Most of them just vlog. Most of them aren't that interesting. They are now, maybe. If you just document what you're doing and just saying, hey guys, I'm doing this, you don't have to speak well. You don't have to be super interesting. I don't speak well. People still follow me. Don't ask me why. But don't have to be interesting. A little bit. But you just need good information, be consistent, and there's such a big opportunity in having a following. That is where a lot of the money is. So I would say start a YouTube and just start building that. There's so many streams of income from having a YouTube channel. You get the ad revenue, you get whatever you sell to them. So like I have courses that I teach. You make a ton of money selling courses if you have good information and you teach something. You can put affiliate links in your things. It's pretty much, if you have a following, you can make all the streams of income I just mentioned into one under that following and really grow it. So I wish I started a YouTube channel in the beginning. I've only had mine for about 6 months. Now, if I had mine for 2 years, I would easily have over 100,000 followers and be making a crap ton more. So that's one thing I really wish I knew at the beginning. Another one is that you will probably fail first. That doesn't mean you're going to lose money necessarily, but don't try and reinvent the wheel. Find something that you know other people are making money doing that works. Go mimic those people. Copy them if you have to. Put your own little twist on it and go do it. And if it doesn't work, it means you're doing something wrong, figuring out what you're doing wrong, and go try again. Like I said, it took me 6 months on the very first thing I tried to start making money. But when I did, it exploded. Like I said, I went from like 1,000 a month, and then I jumped to 8,000, then 12 the next, then 20, then 22, and so on. And now I'm at a crazy amount. But that's what I wish I knew when I was first starting entrepreneurship. Don't get distracted by all the motivation, you need to have this mindset, bullcrap. Yes, you do need to be motivated. It might be a little bit of hard work up front. It's less once you get going. But the main thing I would say is, I'll just go over it again. Figure out what you want. If you want money, freedom, to do what you want, when you want, buy what you want, in time, I'd say look at passive income. So what are different ways I can make passive income? What are other people doing? Selling Kindle books, selling things on Amazon, drop shipping, affiliate marketing. There's endless amounts. They all work. It's just figuring out which one's for you and which one you might like best, or even finding a good teacher. Now, like I said, there's a ton of free information on YouTube. You can learn a lot of it. If you like it more structured, step by step, look into courses on those. Again, I have them. Doesn't have to be mine. Once you find courses on them, nail it down. Start taking action right away after you learn it. Don't wait and be like, oh, I don't know everything yet. You're never going to feel like you know everything about it. Just start. You may fail to begin. Just keep going through it. Now, obviously, don't jump in too early if you know nothing. But if you've taken a course on it, you've looked it up for a month or two, start doing it. There's no reason not to. And like I said, start a YouTube channel, document it all when you're doing it, and just grow it from there. Once you get one going, grow it as much as possible, keep it running, and then when you have time, start a second one. Start learning, start the whole process over again. It'll be a lot quicker and a lot easier. Like I said, no money, look into affiliate marketing. And that's pretty much it. Just don't get distracted with, oh, you need to read a book every day and blah, blah, blah. I didn't read any books. I don't read books that much now. It's all YouTube videos where I've learned everything or online courses. It doesn't have to be a real business. Like I was like, okay, I have to buy a truck to do this. I have to buy blah, blah, blah. I was looking at real businesses when in reality, I can go make a Facebook ad for an affiliate marketing campaign and make a couple $100s a day working like an hour. It doesn't have to be like a legit business. When I describe it to people, they're like, how do you make money doing that? Because it doesn't sound like a real actual business. I sell things on Amazon. I make Facebook ads for products. That's it. I make YouTube videos. It doesn't sound like you'd make that much, but that's where the real money is. So look into passive income. If you guys are interested more in the Amazon stuff or affiliate marketing, I have a bunch of YouTube videos on those. Just look at my channel. If you are new, please subscribe. And I do have courses teaching those. They are in the description, but if you're brand new, watch my YouTube videos first, get a gist, see if you like me. If not, you might find someone else who teaches something else, but just find what works for you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.